just before we come to the time when the monks will give their
ตามระดับพิธีเขาค้าง
formal blessing for the
แสดงว่าพิธีนั้นเสร็จประมาณ
transfer of the food, which will take place as part of the almsgiving ceremony in a few moments. I would like to invite everyone just to spend a few moments of your time to cultivate the purity and serenity of your mind in order to magnify and multiply the benefits arising from the food sharing that is taking place today. So if you'd like to close your eyes just for a few moments, allow your whole body to relax. And breathe deeply to yourself. Breathing all the way in the cool, refreshing air from around you. And as you breathe out, you may feel that you're letting go of any residual worries or concerns still on your mind. Once again, we breathe the fresh air from around us, noticing the cool breeze that is blowing right through us. As we breathe out, we let go of any negativity still on our mind. The cultivation of the mind, otherwise known as meditation, is a way to relax and go deeper inside of ourselves to touch upon the true qualities of our being. But in order to reach that deep inside us, we need to make sure both body and mind are relaxed first of all. The best way to do this is to scan down initially through our body, making sure any muscles in our body are free of any tension. So starting at our head, we relax the muscles of our face, allowing them to become soft. Relaxing our jaw, relaxing our neck, and letting our shoulders drop to their natural height. We can relax both arms, our forearms, and then our hands and fingers. So that even the way our hands rest on our lap is as light and gentle as possible. Continuing on down, we relax all the muscles of our torso, relaxing our chest, our trunk, especially across our belly, and then relaxing both of our legs all the way down to our feet and our toes. So that we feel at ease with our body, so that all the knots of tension gradually fall away, leaving our body to feel light in weight, free of any tension. And this will allow our awareness to leave behind our body and go deeper to a place inside us that is full of serenity, happiness and joy, far away from the heat of the outside world to a place that is cool and refreshing within ourselves. So to engage with a sense of relaxation inside us, we put aside any worries and concerns, regrets from our past, plans for the future, being in the here and now as much as we can. And conjuring up in our mind a sense of happiness and joy, like tiny particles of happiness and joy inside us. If it doesn't come naturally to mind, we can perhaps think of the happiness that all the donations of food that we have gathered together today will bring to all the people who are able to receive our gifts. To be able to alleviate the poverty and suffering of those less fortunate than ourselves. Actually, to be able to give that happiness to others also brings our happiness to ourselves. And if we magnify and multiply that sense of happiness inside us, it leaves us with a sense of worth and self-esteem, not so much self-pride, but a sense of having been able to do something good for the world, to make a change in the right way, to go against the current of problems and trauma and anxiety, which is otherwise so rife in the society around us. Sometimes we can't imagine the faces of those who will receive our gifts, but in general we have a feeling that what we are able to give to others somehow will find the right place, find the right people, and bring about a change for the good in the world. So bringing about that sense of happiness inside us, we allow it to go deeper inside ourselves, as if inside us were just a hollow space, with a space now filled with that goodness, a feeling of well-being and goodwill for others, no matter who they may be. We allow it to coalesce inside of ourselves, in a space inside our body, and allow it to drop deeper inside ourselves until it comes down to the point of a deepest breath inside ourselves, somewhere on the level of our diaphragm, some place you may also know as your solar plexus inside you, a place which is got the maximum number of nerve endings inside our body. And it's said that if we can bring our mind gently to this place, then it will be the place of maximum peace, maximum positivity in our lives. It's a way to keep our mind in place. If we find it difficult, we may think of a picture like the cool full moon shining in the sky, or maybe a star, maybe a diamond inside us, even brighter than the sun itself. Something that's bright, with a sense of coolness and refreshedness from the inside that grows and spreads inside ourselves. Initially, we allow it to grow and spread to refresh the whole of ourselves. If we can, we allow it to spread beyond ourselves, outwards, with a sense of good wishes for all those around us here in the Jubilee Square. Wider still to all the general public here in Woking City Centre. Wider still to the whole of Surrey and all the communities that live as our neighbours, as our colleagues, as our families, as our extended families, even to those strangers out there in society who we may not know their faces, but we also wish goodwill towards them all. We allow it to grow and spread with a sense of peace and happiness and harmony, sharing ever wider circles in the world around us. We allow this good feeling to spread around the world, across all the continents of the world, continents where they may be in peace, continents where they may be in conflict. But our wishes are for the peace and harmony of all in the world. Abundance, provision, for all to be free of need, to be provided for, with the belief that the resources in the world are certainly enough to go around. All it needs is for the people in the world to be able to have the goodwill to share what they have for the benefit of others. In working, we've seen this with the York Work Project, with our food bank projects, helping to do it on a local level, but with our wide good intentions for the whole world. We hope that this precedent here in our town of Woking, here in the borough of Woking, will be something that will catch on and spread for the benefit of all in the world. We spread our good wishes in this way for ourselves and for others, just for a few moments in silence before we come to time for when the monks will give the official formal blessing, which will precede the almsgiving ceremony itself. So if you'd like to come to the end of your little meditation for today, we come to a time when the monks are about to give the blessing for the transfer and the sharing of the food today. So just prior to the blessing, which will be in the Indian Pali language, I will give a few words of explanation to say that it is a wonderful event that we have managed to overcome the pandemic, to come back together again, to share in the public arena with the sharing again of food for the less fortunate amongst us in our community today. The monks themselves live a life of poverty, which means not abject poverty, but we take only what we need and we pass along what is excess to our needs for the benefit of others. And generally speaking, we are able to do this on occasion at Christmas or New Year. We give what is excess to our needs. But without the support of the Working Bar Council, then opportunities to do this outside of our usual private gifts to the York Road community or to the food bank is very hard to organize. But when we are able to be public again, able to share in-person activities again together after 2 years of a break, we are able to leverage the public goodwill in a way which is much more spectacular. And when we were asked by the Interfaith Committee, what can we actually do for those in poverty in Surrey and in our local community, then we realized that the almsgiving ceremony that we traditionally do anyway might be a portal as a way to attract the generosity of the people of Woking to be channeled more favorably and more spectacularly into the projects that we have already in place in our local council. So today we will have an almsgiving, and what will happen is the monks with their black bowls will go around, and the idea is that the people put a piece of food which they have prepared little by little into the bowls of the monks, and then the monks will relinquish the bowls of food to be sorted later and then given to the appropriate places afterwards. So what you see today is the monks being the representatives for the poor and needy in our community, going around in their orange or brown robes in quite a visible way, but the monks don't keep the food goes on to the York Road project and to the food bank as well. In the old days, this sharing was in fact something the public came together to do. It's ironic that in times of drought, in times of famine, then the people will come together to do good things, to sort of turn around the environment or turn around the circumstances into something better. And ironically, during our mini heat wave here in the UK, we haven't actually got wildfires breaking out yet, but I think we are feeling the heat, certainly. Maybe this is the continuation of that age-old tradition to turn around something, to turn a crisis into an opportunity. So in a few minutes, the monks are going to give a blessing in the Pali language, and the Buddhist way of doing generosity is a little bit ironic in that it tends to focus on the benefits to the giver rather than the benefits to the receiver. But the way it goes, and what you will hear from the Pali blessing in a moment, is that those who give will have good things coming back to them in many levels, whether it be the food giving the strength, the quick-wittedness, the long life, the good complexion, or the abundance in life. all of those things will come back to those who give. Just as they give, then they will receive those things manifold in return. So in a moment, the monks will give the blessing in the Pali language, but in just a little bit of introduction to that, I would like to say that the traditional blessing, which you will hear in the Pali language, in English goes something like this: that through the power of all the good things that you have brought together to share today, the monastic community can put their hands in a gesture of prayer. May all these good things magnify and multiply in your life, so that everyone who has a chance to participate in today's activity, no matter how small, will also have a part of abundance, happiness, strength, health in life. Wherever you go, may you receive hospitality and good reception in every place. Wherever you go, may you be well received. May the good wishes you have in life come to fruition easily. So don't wish just for yourself, but wish for much greater things to happen for the good in society. And may you have strong health, happiness, and safety in life. If you wish for others, then may those others also be helped by your wishes. May they come true in every way. And may this happen not just in this day, but for many days to come throughout your life, and also forevermore. So if you'd like to put your hands together in a gesture of prayer now, and the monks will give the blessing in the Pali language, which is all of what I just said, but now in the ancient language of Buddhism from 2,000 years ago, which is the Indian language called Pali.